I've been waiting to do this video for quite some time, and it's took a long time. I've done a bit of research, and it's to do with the council's policy to bring in no parking. And the reasons they've stated for no parking, these no parking bans, is nuisance from the motorhomes, antisocial behaviour, the dumping of waste rubbish, toilet waste, and lastly, health and safety to us ourselves and to local residents. So we can't prove or disprove the antisocial behaviour, but I'm asking the councils to prove it by way of legitimate complaints that have been made to the police, and they haven't been able to prove or disprove any of that. What I can prove is fire, health and safety risk to the public, to locals and to ourselves, because if there's a fire, the fire service will be called. So that I can prove, and I've written a few letters to the fire brigade and asked under the Freedom of Information Act to give me that information. So here goes. I'm going to give you the information that the council are stating reasons for bringing in these no parking rules. So let's go with Morecambe first of all. Oh no, let's do Lincoln first of all. Lincoln. How many fires in motorhomes and houses in Lincoln over 3 years? Lincoln have failed to reply. No reply from Lincoln. Does it surprise you? Morecambe. How many fires on Morecambe Promenade due to people cooking in their motorhomes, which is what this council is stating as a reason to ban the parking? How many fires? In the comments below, please. Giving you time. That's it. None. They don't hold any records on it. So there's no fires on Morecambe Promenade from fires in motorhomes. Right, so I had to go a little bit further than that and say, what about the Lancaster area? How many fires in motorhomes due to cooking in the whole of Lancaster? Yep, so there are a few. There's 2 in 3 years. 2 fires in the whole of Lancaster, but not due to cooking. So that could be anything. That could be people driving down the M6 coming towards Lancaster. Anything. So any fires, and I think I know one of the fires that took place. So 2 fires in Lancaster in motorhomes. And how many house fires in that time? In the 3 years, how many house fires? Over 1,000. Over 1,000 house fires and none in motorhomes. Does it surprise you? In the whole of Lancashire, that's a huge area. How many fires in motorhomes in the whole of Lancashire? 5. Okay, 5 fires in the whole of Lancashire. Let's go to Scarborough, because Scarborough have replied as well. Thank you, Scarborough, for replying, and to Morecambe, by the way. So Scarborough, how many fires in motorhomes? Nah, none. No fires. And this is their reasons for stating they're bringing in these bans. So I'm calling them out on what they've told us. The reasons, health and safety to the members of the public and to us ourselves. There's no fires. How many fires from houses in Scarborough? 1,500. 1,500 fires due to people cooking in their homes. So what's the risk then? It's not from motorhomes, is it? Right, so I went a step further and I wrote to the Scottish Council as well and asked them about the voluntary parking schemes that they're bringing in up in Scotland, and said, because a lot of people have turned around and said, I agree with the parking in Scotland, the free parking, not the free, the voluntary parking scheme. I agree with the voluntary parking scheme because it benefits locals. Well, you're going to be surprised at that as well. So I wrote to the Scottish Council and asked them about their voluntary parking scheme around the Isle of Skye and the NC 500, and who benefits from the money collected. You're going to be really surprised. This is the reply back from the council. Go on, you tell me what the reply is going to be. Who benefits from all that money collected? Have you put your answers? Here goes. I was even surprised. We don't run a voluntary parking scheme in the Scottish Islands. We can't tell you who benefits from any money raised because we don't raise any. So the locals themselves are not benefiting from any money raised from the Scottish parking schemes. It's all going to private companies because the whole of the NC 500 is owned by some billionaire who I believe bought the land and all the rights to it off of Prince Charles back in 2015, I think, 16. So some rich billionaire from the Netherlands, I think he's from, he bought the land. He benefits from all the money raised. The voluntary parking donations that you give to Scotland doesn't go in any of the locals' pockets. Is that a surprise to you? Well, I hope it is, because it is to me. Now, I've done my research. People have said it's unfounded, some of the stuff that I'm saying. Well, there you go. That's from the councils themselves. That's from the Freedom of Information Act. And like I say, Lincoln has failed to reply. It's not just me that can do this. All you guys can write to your MPs and saying, what the hell is going on? Why are you banning me from using my motorhome? That is up to you guys to do. It shouldn't just be me. The more people that write to your council, more people that write to your MP or whoever's bringing in these schemes, the more people that write and complain and make your faults known, the better it is for us. And can I just say, I'm really disappointed with you guys because I started a petition back in August, I think it was, to try and get people to sign up to the Stop the No Parking petition. I'll put a link below. If you haven't signed that, please sign it. Or if you haven't done already. But yeah, I started this petition, and I've sent that petition off to one of the MPs and said, you've stated that there's 200 odd people who don't want the parking. Well, I've got 800 odd who do want parking. And I think 830 people had signed the petition when I sent it off to the MP, which is quite shameful, really. There's something like 20,000 people with motorhomes in the UK, maybe more. I'm not even totally sure myself. 20,000 of you want to use your motorhomes, but only 800 of you have bothered to reply to the petition. So yeah, if you can, please sign that petition. It's in the links below. And I hope you found that information as pathetic from the council's point of view as I did, because it's a non-existent claim. That's today's video. Thanks for watching.